So we open the episode with a crazy woman in the park throwing a tantrum. Exhibit A, Gwen. This is exactly why I said you're not gonna get what you want. You don't know what you doing. You upset, mad that Abigail and Jack made up. Why wouldn't they make up? That's his daughter. They always gonna forgive each other no matter what. Why are you so upset about that? Can you please pick one problem and solve that before we go to the next problem? You don't get to pick and choose what problem you want to do first. You got too many balls in the air. Why don't you grab one and stick with one? And then when you done with that ball, let the ball drop on the floor and pick the next ball. Why are you doing like this, trying to grab multiple balls at one time? So, your main objective supposed to be going after Abigail and getting her and her mother right, correct? Okay, so why you worried about Jake and Kate sleeping with each other? Why is that even your problem? We already know you still in love with that man. And that man say he wants you back, you will take that man back in the heartbeat. Then on top of it, you want to call yourself have an entitlement type of I want to get revenge back on Abigail. You think and you expect and you also think that you deserve to have this woman live. God knows why only you, God knows why you think that, but okay. You think you deserve Abigail live cause of what? Was your life really that stressful as a child living with Abigail that you got to do all this and more? Like Gwen, you gonna have to pick a scrugger. Pick a scrugger and find one. You cannot be juggling this many balls in the air and think all you see what you thinking is. You think all you can do this all at once and everything gonna work out and fall into place the way you want it to. No, baby, it don't work like that. You gonna fail most of them, but you gonna at least try to get one. That main one you want is Abigail. You might as well wrap that one on up. You'll have a better shot going out to Jake and Kay. If you were smart, you would work on that one first, cause that's the most easiest one and that's the most simple one. You can leave breadcrumbs to Jake and Kay. But then again, you so worried about Abigail and try to upset her life. Like I said, baby, they done been through the storm. They done been through hell, brimstone, and everything else under the sun. You're not going to break up Abigail's family. I hate to disappoint, but you're not going to break up that family. That family done been through hell and back. And you really think little old you around here with notes and lies and comas and affairs, you think you really going to get somewhere. Then on top of it, you think you're gonna steal somebody's husband. You know what? Me and Chad I somewhat don't like him, but I know Chad ain't gonna cheat on Abigail with the likes of you. Why would he cheat? What you got that Chad want? First of all, Gwen. See, you delusion. I could spend this whole video on you alone because you foolish and you delusional and you crazy as I don't know what. Stick with one plan and live with it. Don't have multiple balls in the air unless you want to get hit across the head with multiple balls falling from the air. Cause some of these plans are gonna fail. You just don't realize that, but you might as well go ahead and dig your grave now while you digging all these graves for everybody else. I don't think you ever heard that before, but yeah, going out to revenge on somebody, you might as well dig your grave too, Nancy. So, like I said, all these plans can fail and blow up in your face. You just don't know it. You might be able to get away with one, but all these plans are gonna fail in your face, and I'm dying to see that moment when it happens. Hold on. So, Ava, while we helping you get yourself out of trouble, Kayla walks in ready to start another argument with her husband that she agreed to, she been a little bit insensitive, but she don't care. You decides to walk your little scrawny little butt in there like you own the place, talking mess to Kayla. Nah, I see why you got choked. I would have choked you too. You know what? I was feeling sorry for you when I saw that clip where Caleb was choking you. You deserve that choke. You deserve it. Really, you deserve it. Nah, Chad, you need your whole face slapped. Your whole big old face slapped. Are you really questioning this woman whether she slept with Jake or not just cause he's sleeping in the garage, just cause you saw her sleeping on the man lap, you assume that she's sleeping with Chad? See, this is why me and you not getting along, really, Chad? Abigail, slap the fire out of him for me, please. Cause he really ridiculous now. This Wednesday episode is giving me too much. Chad, you really need to get a grip on your life. You really think Abigail gonna cheat on you with? Okay, you keep right on assuming that we gonna watch. Gwen, you know what always surprised me about you? When caught, confronted, or asked a question, you lock up, you freeze up, you don't know what to say, your lies don't even much make sense. So I don't know how you got away with the first half of this little phase you had, to be fair and honest with you. Like, you ain't even much a good liar. Like, you got to at least have the line down pat in my mind to get away with all the BS you trying to do. You can't do much lie straight. Come on now. Even the perfect criminal can lie straight. You can't do much lie straight without saying lock written across your forehead. Come on, Gwen, dude. Oh God, he go Chad ass again. He go Chad behind again. Oh Jesus Christ! Why did I have to stop it there? No, hold on, ass. Now, you can't blame her the second time around. That was Gabby with a Y. That wasn't Abigail Devereaux. We gonna play it like that. You can't blame her the second time. You cannot blame her for that. That woman was not in her right mind, soul, or in her right body. Now, Chad, you can forgive her for the second one. And if you're gonna throw this in her face every time a relative or cousin or brother come around, why are you with Abigail? See, this is why you and Abigail need to get a divorce and why I wish y'all to move on with y'all life. Chad, why do anything with your wife? Why even marry her again? Why even act like you love this woman when you gonna why are you even throwing the stuffing mess in her face in the first place? Okay, we'll give you the first one. The first one, she was in her right head. The Stephen with the Gabby with the Y and the Gabby with the IE. Now, IE, however you Gabby with the Y, them peoples, them three peoples. We can't blame that on Abigail. We cannot. She had a mental illness. That woman lost her mind. You cannot blame her for the pervert now. The pervert, he kind of forced himself on Abigail now. We gonna blame her. We gonna blame her for that first one. You cannot blame her for the second one. Abigail, slap him. Please for me. Please slap him. Cause he delusional, really, Chad. So when it's convenient for you, you gonna bring up your wife affair, the woman that you so called love. Chad. I see how convenient it is for you to throw that in that woman's face, even though the second time don't count. She might have did it, but she wasn't in her right mind, so that one don't count, and we gonna pass that one on along. Now the first one, you can give her that one, give her all of that one, but this second one, Chad, go play with yourself, cause you can't blame her for this second time around. I know that's right, Abigail. You know what? No further questions. You did the right thing. You said the right thing. And Abigail, you can't accuse me. Remember, I came home from Florida and I heard you was kissing on Gwen. And what? You gonna blame me for EJ and Stephen affairs? Now what you was gonna do with Gwen when somebody told me, or I think she caught you kissing Gwen? Yeah, anyways, you ain't got no room to talk, Chad. Like I said, you know what? No further questions. Thank you, Abigail. That was worth more than a slap in my opinion. But slapping him would have did me, well, would have made me feel better for this whole episode. But I take the cussing him off, telling him about himself. How you gonna blame me for my affairs, but here you go kissing on another woman? I know that's right, Abigail. Get him. You definitely deserve that chokehold. Yeah, she did good choking the hell out of you. You deserve it, Ava. Now you in that woman house, you know that woman can't stand you. You know the only reason you there is to help baby Joby get out, which is he gonna get out today's episode, not yesterday's episode. Yeah, today's episode. When I get there, he gonna be out at the end. So we'll see him Friday and get a whole, a whole little stack of words, a whole scene with him. More than a little 5 second or seeing him getting out. So yeah, you deserve that chokehold. You deserved it. Now, Ava, what makes you think this woman happy to see you? Then you talking mess? You lucky she ain't chase you with the knife. You deserved everything you got in more. Oh, this girl is weird. So, you mad and upset because Jack and Abigail made up. You feel like in your silly little head that, oh, all these men get to get away with it. Jake did me the same. Girl, Gwen, I know you can come up with better lies and excuses than this. Come on, my God! I hate to see you get caught up in the lie, cause it's just like, how the hell do anybody believe in the thing you say? Because every time you open your mouth, it don't sound right. You'll be scratching your head like, why do I believe her again? That's odd and weird that you'll be that upset that Abigail and Jack made how's it affecting your life? So you mad because they mad up and you feel like this situation and you and what happened to Jake is the same situation and they get away with anything they do. So that affecting your life, how and why? Gwen, I'm tired of you. Like, for real, for real. I am so tired of you and your lies. Your crazy lies you come up with that don't make no types of sense. Oh, Kayla, that was weak. That little weak. I thought you were choking the life out of her body. That video made it look like you had your hands wrapped around her, squeezing harder. That little, I want to choke you, but I ain't trying to go to jail for murder or attempted murder choke. That little soft, Kayla, I'm disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you. That was your chance that you just blew it. Ava, boo. Ava, darling, sweetheart. Why you sitting up here talking about pressing any charges on anybody? The kind of charges that's on your head and above your head, sweetheart, you won't have enough time, opportunity, or patience to do any of that by the time they get done arresting you up and throwing you in prison. So, let's say we don't agree with this and you go down anyways. Do you really think anybody gonna pay you any attention talking about charges when you facing a whole boatload of charges that can keep you tied up from pressing a charge on anybody? Ava, you got to think, sweetheart. Think hard. Don't just think about you being your freedom. Think about how many charges you're going to be facing and how you're going to be facing all these charges and focus on pressing charges on somebody else. See, you're not thinking hard enough, Ava. Cause trust and believe, if you manage to make enough time to call yourself pressing charges on anybody, I promise you, they charges to get dropped, and you'll be going where you need to go, up the river and upstream. So I don't know what charges you plan on pressing, but go ahead and try it if you want to. Oh, so you admitted that you a dummy. Well, you know what? You said it, not me. So, you know what? I got nothing to say. I'm glad you can admit that you was wrong, dead wrong, all the way wrong. assuming the worst, thinking the worst, or even going there. So since you said it and not me, we ain't got nothing to talk about for this scene. Oh Lord, Jennifer. So I see you finna get stuck in the web. She finna manipulate you and play with you just like she playing with Chad, Abigail, now you. So y'all just love falling into this black hole web, don't you? You know what, Jennifer? If you silly enough to fall for this woman and her scams, at this point you get what you deserve. Cause I don't know why you falling for it. I don't know why anybody fall for this woman lies, scams, or deception, but y'all manage to every time. Oh, so she want Kayla to help her with the kidnapping charges. What about rape? What about holding people hostage? Not only did you hold Kayla hostage, you might as well say you held Steve hostage. You wanted him to have sex with you just to free Kayla. Now we gonna admit the charges. We gonna admit to all the charges. And you just buck. I see what you're doing now. So this, let's play in Kayla face. See how mad we can get her. Let's see if I can piss her off bad enough for she can attack me or whatever hurt me. Then I can go run to the police and say, oh look, she hit me. Look at this cut on my arm. Your hand, Kayla did that. Ava, for you to have so much power behind your name and so much wealth behind your name and so many, the mob behind your name, you sure do not think like a businesswoman. You don't think like a woman with all this force you got behind you. Like I said, they say you got force. You know what? You ain't scaring nobody but Trip. That's all you scaring. You wouldn't scare me at all. Because I wouldn't care about the mob or none of that when it come to you. I already take that risk to get rid of you. I take all that risk, scared more if I was Kayla and Steve. Nah, Nicole, you doing too much. You know I don't really have a problem with you. You know I love you like crazy. You know I'm always glad you back. What, Nicole, sit down. Now you overstepping your boundaries. Now there's a thing in giving, Allie free room and board and taking care of a baby. Now you think you the head administration and the head of security, thinking you get to say whatever you want and somebody got to go through you. Nicole, sit down. That's all I'm gonna say. Sit your behind down. So Nicole, you doing too much now. And judging somebody on their faults in line, you doing too much. In my eyes, you doing too much. Cause you is the biggest known liar in Salem. So don't be going throwing stones at Trip now all of a sudden, cause you was once Trip and you was once also the liar that always got herself caught up in several convenient lies or big lies that destroyed her marriage. So Nicole, chill out and have a martini, would you? Just sit down somewhere. Chad, I got 21 minutes on the clock. This the last time I'm entertaining you and your stupid behind explanations. Okay, we gonna give you the Stephen and Jake lookalike. But to throw that on your wife, accuse her doing something she not. She don't know the man. All she trying to do is bring y'all two together. You let Gwen play with your head and your emotions, got you thinking this. You ran with it and accused your wife of doing something you knew the second time around wasn't in her right mind. And you want to blame this on your emotions and your feelings. Chad, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, you can give her EJ all day. You cannot give her Stephen. It's time for you to move on with your life. And it's time for you to learn to control yourself. We understand that it is still hurting, it still stings. We not saying to forgive it and move on, but to straight out accuse your wife of a woman you just met a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago. Let her play with your head, manipulate your brain, and accuse your wife of doing something with Jay. And just cause he spent, a couple of days, a couple of scenes episode where Jake in his garage, he assumed that you and him doing something. Like I said, Gwen played a good game when it comes to this manipulating stuff, but she can't hold the cards every time. Chad, you got played by a woman that's not even smart enough to get out of her own lies. I hope you feel smart about that. If y'all ever notice, when Gwen get caught, she ought to fight and lie even harder just to get her way out of lies. Now, how the hell did you let that get you in trouble, Chad? That's all I want to know. No more excuses, Chad. We'll give you a pass on the Jake thing. We'll let you eat the Chad. We'll let you eat the Stephen thing all day. But to straight out accuse your wife for sleeping with the new brother, and all she ever did was try to bring y'all two together for the sake of the family and the family business, and you gonna straight out come ex your wife cause she cheated on you before with the other brother? Really, Chad? See, I'm done with your lies and I'm done with you. I hope there's no more scenes with you, because if they are, I'm fast forward and I ain't got time, Chad. Like, y'all can excuse him all y'all want to, but Chad is smarter than this and know way better than this to be sitting up here with all these excuses and, oh, I'm sorry. He just made me so angry and mad and he looks so much like Stephen. Okay, fine. But to accuse your wife for something you let a little witch play in your head that you only known for a few weeks, a few months, playing your head like that, you get what you deserve, buddy. I still say he deserves a slap, Abigail, but we gonna excuse the slap this time around. Y'all tell too much of y'all business to the wrong people. Just cause y'all let Gwen in, just cause Jake dumped her and y'all decided to help her out a little bit. Now we telling her our personal business. Have y'all even done a background check on her? Like, y'all basically giving her everything she need. She playing all y'all against each other one by one, leaving seeds everywhere, and y'all sitting up there sweeping them and picking them up like it's food and y'all starving. That's what's killing me about the whole situation. If half of y'all are stopping thinking, I only known this woman for a couple of months, and I want to like telling her my business, what's going on in my marriage and my personal life. Okay, I might trust you with the kids, but I'm not finna tell you what Chad said to me, what color underwear Chad wearing today, if I'm wearing a pink bra or black bra. Like, y'all giving that girl too much of y'all personal business, and it's kind of sad that y'all trust somebody that simple and that easy, and y'all will tell her all y'all business like that. Like, y'all gotta learn to think. That woman's still practically a stranger to y'all. Now, y'all done y'all done been around her, maybe a year or so. I'll say, okay, you can let her in a little bit, maybe you can throw a little seed out there to see can she be, trusted or whatever. Have y'all even tested her waters yet to make sure the water was warm and not ice cold? Y'all telling that woman too much of y'all business, and you know what? I can't really be mad at Gwen at this point because I'm seeing her playing in y'all faces, lying to y'all, manipulating y'all. I mean, she going to y'all one by one, and y'all just like dummies on the screen, letting her play with y'all. So at this point, I'm feeling more sympathetic to Gwen, and you know what? If they let you sit there and put them on the screen and play with their arm and make their arm do all like this and they leg kick, you go right on ahead, Gwen. Play them like the puppets they are, cause ain't no way, no hell, no how I let somebody in my life and be telling them everything that's going on in my life like that. Y'all are crazy and y'all are nuts for trusting her just like that, and y'all barely much know the woman. So, I didn't listen to Ellie at all. I heard he and then figure out where she was going at talking to Rave. So, the conversation with Rave telling her she was dead behind Ron for putting a gun out on Trip, acting like her mother, which she'll never be her mother, even though that is your mother. Y'all share the same blood. You're not your mother. So, after all that and all that conversation that I fast forward through, basically it led to Ava at Steve and Kayla's house where he goes to arrest her. Of course, Ava enjoying every last minute of this because she basically get to walk away scot-free for the crime she committed because Kayla got to approve that she want to drop in whatever she gonna do to stop these charges for baby Joe can get out. So, yeah, Ava, you too comfortable and I don't like it at all. After all the stuff you done, and I remember seeing you my first time dealing with you when I first started watching Days and started reviewing it, I think it was 2 months after I started reviewing it. Once I got my foot wet, I think it was 2 months. Somewhere around now. Now I've been on here about 4. Next year I'll be 5. So about 2-3 years ago when I first saw you and the first time I got a dose of you, Ava, I couldn't stand it. So yeah. She too comfortable in my book. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode 1. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I see y'all. Oh, why I'm editing the video? Why is I'm editing the video? To the next episode. So we open Thursday's episode with Kate, of course, talking about her personal life in public. Somebody with a nosy ear decides to come up to Kate and said, "Are you propositioning my husband?" Jennifer, Jennifer, now look, we understand why you mad. And quite frankly, I'm glad the storyline didn't last as long as it lasted with the whole, should we be mad or should the whole world be outraged about Jet cheating on you while you was in the coma? I'm glad we kept the outrage to a minimum. Now look, you mad, you upset about your husband cheating on you. However, you don't get to sit there and bully and call yourself harass somebody because they slept with your husband just one time. Now, Jennifer, it's time to grow up, forgive him, or move on with your life. You can't sit there and torture Kate. And I know you don't want no more of her, because all it took was one slap for her and you learned your lesson real quick. So, Jennifer, sit down somewhere. And ain't nobody got time for you to be sitting out there harassing them, wondering if I'm talking about talking to them about meeting them. Is this Jack on the other line? Why don't you check his phone and find out? Since you so concerned and worried what Kate doing. So, we assume that Kate having an affair with somebody in the mansion. We then went through all the people that's living there. We then went through the maids. We then went through the servants. It can't be none of them. It got to be Jennifer. Go fly a kite somewhere, would you? At this point, whether you want Jack or you don't want Jack, who cares at this point? You can't be going around harassing people. Jesus Lord, why don't you put a tracking device on him in his phone and then you can find where he at and who he texting and calling. But what that woman doing on her phone and who she talking to is her business, not none of your business. You doing too much. Kayla, you selfish as I don't know what you should have been the first one running running the slow Salem PD to get your son out. Rather, you got to make a deal with the devil that wants your husband. You should have been there making a deal, whatever deal you can make to get your son out. What's the hold up, Kayla? This is another way of you being selfish again? Is that what we working on this time around? How selfish can we get? Because now you pushing it now, Kayla. You doing the absolute mass. And I don't understand it. I really don't. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you. She confused, delusional, washed up, and don't know what's going on with her head or her mind or what's going on with her spirit. She just want to assume because Kate was talking to somebody about meeting somebody that for peace and quiet. It could have been anything out of this world. She want to assume the words. But somebody then told her that Jet's scared of losing you. Don't you see the fear in his eyes of losing you? You killing that man not being around him and not entertaining him. That man ain't finna risk that losing you. And you really that insecure running around here worrying about who Kate talking to on the phone or meeting up. It's not your husband, Jennifer. Like I said, the only eyes Jack got is for you. And you should know that by now. You should wake up and stop sleeping and open your eyes and wake up. That man ain't finna sleep with nobody else besides you. Come on, Jennifer, grow up. Should nobody have to spell this out or explain this to you? You should know by now. See, Gwen, the reason I don't like you and I can't stand you, you're too arrogant and you're too cocky. Why are you so mad and so pressed about Kate? Kate basically giving you somewhat of what you want to break up Jennifer and Jack. So why are you mad at them again? Or you got to act like you the innocent bystander that, I'm on Abigail's side. Let me pretend like I'm mad, but I'm not really mad. See, you overplaying. See what I mean by you always telling yourself? See how Kate then figure it out and put two and two together? There's something in this for you. Otherwise, you going to be trying me or talking to me like this. It's an inside joke in there somewhere for you. You up to something. Now let's figure out what you up to so I can stop you. Because you not that smart. Like I said, you try to act like you smart. You're not really that smart, baby. They catch on to you and hold on tight and keep on catching these breadcrumbs that's obvious leading back to you. You will be stopped and shut down. It's only a matter of time. And you messing with the right one now. Kate gonna be the one that's probably gonna be the one that shut you down. Oh, no wonder it took so long. It made total sense now. Now I see why it took them forever and why it took them to the end of the episode. Cause I kinda, you know how you was trying to, what the TVI guy, you can like do it and go on there and hit option and play it all the way back from the beginning. While trying to do that earlier when I was supposed to do this earlier anyways, I messed around and seen the end. And so no wonder it took them so long to get Joey out. They couldn't come to an agreement. Ava was being arrogant and cocky as always. Trash didn't want to let her go, even though she can't get a conviction, even if it saved her life. She can always get the ones that shouldn't go to prison, but she can't get the real criminals. So, yeah, that whole thing, and she don't want to let nobody go, even though she know as she tried Ava, she might not get a conviction, and Ava might get off anyway. So, it made total sense why it took a whole episode before Joey finally got free. It took all them to get their heads together this long for them to get for him to get free. You know what? They egged this on and they took their time. Got to go through the process. Trash don't want to do this. Trash don't want to do that. Then all of a sudden they agree out of nowhere. It's agreed. Joey getting out. Ava free, Baby Joey out. Trip get his mother back. I'm just glad Baby Joey out. And Kayla and Ava finna be a pain in my behind for the new year. So, I guess it's a happy ending for me, I guess. Bonnie, you and your games. You're gonna lose, Justin. If that wasn't obvious what was going on, Justin, you know what? I can't really blame Bonnie at this point because this is what the second, third time you didn't have enough common sense to pick up the phone and text that woman. You answer them to get clients, but you can't answer and say, hey, babes, I got an appointment real quick. I got to run to this or that or somewhere. Like, Justin, pick up that phone that you be on all the time. How hard is that for you to do? So I can't really blame Bonnie because you playing around like it'll hurt you to pick up the phone and tell this woman you in the middle of something or doing something. So I can't really blame her or fault her at all. Oh, why are y'all still falling for Gwen damn stunt? Why are y'all still falling for Gwen stunts at this point? She put a seed in y'all head and y'all sit right there and pick it out and say, "Oh, this is an interesting seed." Really, really, Jennifer? Oh, I said something, but I shouldn't have said nothing. My fault. Just ignore what I said. There she go planting seeds in y'all head again, and y'all fall for it. I'm so sick of y'all when it come to Gwen. Like, for real, for real. Y'all think about this manipulation. Baby Joey! I'm so happy to see him. But anyways, though, Ava get what she wants. Of course, Trip kicked out, so Ava get what she want. Besides her enjoying the time she got with her son, she thinking about Steve and wish Steve were here. Girl, you ain't gonna get Steve. Why are you playing around with that? I'm done. I am so done for the day. Anyway, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night and have a good day. Bye.